now tuned in. The most talked about podcast in the country. DT, unfiltered and uncensored. Now here's your host, DT.
Yo, it's your boy DT. I'm here in DT Studios on one of my special series I got going on, which is called Beyond the Trophy Inside the Minds of an Athlete. And what this show is about is exploring the mind, talking to young athletes who excelling in a sport that they are passionate about, trying to get to the next level. And today I have a special guest. He's out of Suwanee, Georgia. Watched this young man play last season for the first time, which I would have saw him multiple times in the last couple of years, but I got to actually see him on the field. And to me, he's one of the most dominant receivers I've seen in Gwinnett County in last few years. And I want to welcome to my show, Myles Abernathy. Welcome to the show, man.
How's it going? It's Myles Abernathy, class of 24, wide receiver, Peachtree High School.
Oh, man, well, I appreciate you taking the moment to sit down with me to be on my show. So, real quick before we dive into your sports career, I did want to say you was very impressive as I watched you perform on this past season. So, congratulations on that. So, how old are you?
17, going on 18 next week.
Oh, so your
April
birthday,
27.
April 27th. So when this drop, you will already be 18.
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome, man. Well, happy early birthday, by the way, on that. So let's talk a little bit about your early upbringings. So you're originally from Suwanee, Georgia, correct?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what some memories you have growing up that really stand out, like a Christmas moment, something that really stood out for you.
I would say it was my 8th grade year for Christmas. It was like a gift, but we went to Disney World. Disney World with my cousin, and that was a very memorable moment. We got to spend a lot of time. We went to an Airbnb and we stayed there for a couple of days, my cousins, and it was really fun. It was actually celebrating their early birthday because their birthday was January 7th.
Okay. So y'all went during like the Christmas season?
Yes, sir.
I know it had to be busy.
It was.
Because me and my son, we used to go to Disney World and Universal Studios every 3 years. Like we went when he was 4, 7, 10. And then a lot of things happened, and we didn't go until we went last year for my birthday. So we always went, and that was our tradition and stuff like that. So, what was your favorite ride that you could think of?
I can't even remember the name of the rides, but it was this one water ride that I went on with my cousin. His name is Alan.
Okay.
I went on a lot of rides with him because my brother, he's like the thrill type of person. That's not me. I like to be like chill on the low-key ride.
Oh yeah, see me, you like me and my brother. My brother's the one. He would go to Six Flags, get on the roller coaster, go upside down. I said, nah, I don't do nothing that goes in loops. I said I would do the ones that like a normal roller coaster, but if it's gonna loop, I don't. And I'm gonna tell you a real funny story. I don't like those. If I'm fearful of those, I feel like it would come out the track. So it's had to be back in 2002, 2003. I went to Six Flags with me and my friend and my girlfriend at that time, my son's mother, my wife prior to that. We went to Six Flags and they got on the Ninja, I think it was. Got on the Ninja. It was going all the way up the track. It went up and it was about to go over and it stopped. And it stuck for an hour. And I'm sitting there like, this is why I don't get on it. Then when it finally started, when they got the track over, half the people was crying, out the roller coaster, and most of it was females. But they was in my at that time. She's my aunt. She said, I would never ever get on another roller coaster. I said, see, yeah, I get stuck up on that track, and I from that point I said, hey, that's the reason why I don't get on roller coasters going loops. I really don't get on roller coasters, but I did get on one when I went there. Disney World, because my son said, let's get on one. So I went on one. So, okay. So that's one of the fun memories. So you got to go there during the holiday season. What is a gift that you received growing up that you felt like, oh man, that's one gift that really stood out that you got growing up?
I would say for my birthday, I got an Odell jersey since growing up, that was my favorite player, and I got a New York Giants Odell jersey. and I
Okay.
used to wear it used to be oversized, like, I remember I was in 5th grade, it would, like, go down to my knees, but it's kinda too small now, but that's something that stuck out to me.
I ain't gonna. I have a I have a throwback, and your dad may remember who. Well, you probably know who the Dan Marino. I got a old school like a authentic Dan Marino. It's huge. If I put it on, it comes down to my knees and stuff like that. So I don't wear it much, but it's one of my. I'm a huge Dan Marino fan. That's like my favorite player of all time. He's the reason why I became a Miami Dolphins fan. And a lot of people like, you from Miami? No, it just when I started liking football, it was because of watching Dan Marino play. I know that's well before your time, that like me and your dad time back in that era. But Dan Marino is one of my favorite players all the time. He as your dad probably know, they say he's the one that should have won a ring, but never won a ring because he had a phenomenal career. So Odell is your favorite football player? Is he still your favorite?
Yeah, he's still my favorite, so I follow him wherever he goes.
Okay, so you probably become a Miami Dolphin fan this year because I heard we interested in Odell.
Oh,
I heard
yeah.
he came down for couple of workouts, and I heard that the Miami Dolphins seriously pursuing Odell, but it has nothing been made. But I feel like if Odell, you want to win a ring, Super Bowl, it's gonna be either Miami, Kansas City, San Francisco. I don't feel like Buffalo gonna do it this year. I don't feel like Buffalo got it.
Nah,
I don't think Buffalo.
they not gonna get it done this
I don't think they're gonna get it done. Okay, so um getting started real quick. You got a younger brother, right?
year.
How old is your brother?
He's 15 right now.
15. Okay. Um, and y'all both he plays football as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who's better, you or him?
I'm better right now, but I'm pretty sure by his senior year, he'll probably be better than
What
me.
position he play?
He plays receiver and safety.
Okay. Is he a talkative person? Is he like he's
Yeah,
a guy person?
he's very outgoing and, like, confident in himself.
Okay. You think I get him on the show too?
Yeah, he'll definitely come on the show.
Okay. Okay. Dad, you think I get him on the show? He'll be do the show. Okay, man, good. So we definitely got to set that up. I'm gonna come watch him. He's at Peachtree Ridge. Okay, I'm gonna come watch him this year because of course I'm coming out to support Darnell. So I'm definitely be there to watch him this season. To see how he perform. Okay, so let's talk about your early start in football. What got you into football? What's one of your first memories?
So I would say that I started playing sports. I was playing soccer. I was trying every sport. I played soccer, baseball, basketball, and then I didn't play football until I was 7. It was actually my cousin Angel that got me into sports. She was teaching me how to throw the football, catch the football, teaching me all the basics. And I kind of fell in love with it when she was teaching me the sport. And I'll also be playing college football, NCAA 14 with her.
Mhm.
And I always loved. At first, I used to be a UGA fan, but then I became an LSU fan because my dad's originally from Baton Rouge.
You got a good dad. You jumped off the right team. Go ahead.
So I fell in love with football maybe 5, 6, but I never was able to play it until I became 7. And that's where it all started. I say my favorite memory would be my coach always told me that I would always chew on my mouthpiece, and then it would look like I'm aggressive and ready to go play.
Hmm.
I was always by his side every time because I always wanted to play running back or offense first, but they put me at DN. So I will always be by his side trying to learn the running back plays, and then I was the one who got the first defensive touchdown. I caused a fumble, and then I picked it up and scored it, scoop and score.
Okay.
And
So you say you first picked up football when you 5 or 6. That's when you started. Then you get to play until you 7. When did you know that this is a sport? This is my sport, not baseball, not soccer, not basketball. When did you officially like kind of in your head like I know okay, that's what I'm focused on.
I would say, all right, when I was 7, it was my first year playing football. But then the year next, I was 8. I didn't play football. I actually played soccer. And then when I was 9, I got back into it. And I would say the year that I began taking it serious was my 5th grade year, where I had to choose between soccer and football. And I was like, I have more passion for football. So that's when I began to take it more serious and put more time in there.
Okay. When you start out playing football, what position did you play?
I played defensive end.
Okay. And what did you like about that at the beginning?
Um, it allowed me to be aggressive and get to the ball. Even though I wasn't playing offense, it allowed me to still get around the corner and stop them from scoring.
Let me ask you a question because I had um one of my guys I interviewed. His interview dropping soon, and he's a defensive guy. Cameron Pritchard out of Alabama. He plays defense. He said, I don't know if this is the same with you. He said he loved playing defense because when he's angry and he's having a bad day, he can take a frustration out on the quarterback. And he like to hit someone. He said that's what he do. Is that the same way when you kind of and you're in a bad mood, you play your best?
Yeah, I want to hit somebody or take my anger out on the opposite team.
Right. And he said that he's a DT. I love that. He said because if I'm having a bad day, he said, and I need to take some frustration out. He said, I'm going for the quarterback. And he's I'm about to get a fumble. And I think he said he got one thing. He was like in a bad mood, and he went down. He said he got 3 fumbles that whole game. Cause he said he went at the quarterback and stuff like that. So I wonder, was that the same? Because I hear that from people. They say that's one of the things they love about defense because they get to hit someone.
Yeah, I wish I could have played more defense these past 2 years, but they just kept me one side at receiver.
Okay. So when did you cross over to the offensive side and start being a receiver?
Well, actually, when I was 9 and I came back to play football after taking a year off, I actually played quarterback from being 9 till I got to maybe 12 or 13. And I started seeing Odell play more. And I was like, I feel I feel like it was a lot of pressure being a quarterback, and I didn't want to be able to take all that pressure. And I like getting the ball or not giving it to somebody else. I want to be the one scoring more. So I became a receiver maybe 6th or 7th grade, and I've always been a safety or a defensive player, but I was playing receiver and safety at the time when I got to 6th or 7th grade.
Okay. So you crossed, you saw you doing quite a bit. What did you like about being a quarterback?
Um, I was able to lead the team. So when we were younger, we weren't really the best team. It was a couple seasons where we would go like 0-9, 0-7, or like 2-7. And it was all the pressure on me, but I still was able to handle some games and be able to take over the game.
Okay. And you played for Peachtree Ridge,
Yes, sir.
okay. Because my son played 1 year of football. So I remember we were Mountain View. So he did it over there. And after the 1 year, he like, no, that's not what we're gonna do. So he went on to basketball. But so who was your coach? Was your dad your coach? Did you have different coaches growing up? I know that normally with the parts is volunteer.
So 7 years old, his name was Deshaun Tisdale. That was my very first coach. My second year playing football is Corey Ellerby. And he was my coach from I can't remember exactly how long, but I know it was 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. And then one of my good friends named Jeremiah, his dad was our coach for our 6th grade year.
Okay. Okay, so you got a great memory on who your coach was when you were 7, because I can remember the name of my son coach when he was.
I still keep in contact with a lot of them.
Okay, that's
A
good.
lot of them still have kids that play with me or play around in that area.
Okay, did you and your brother like play in the yard together against playing football?
That's actually a lot of people parents complain about kids not going outside enough. My parents complain about us being outside too long.
Really?
Yeah, we'll be outside till maybe 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, just playing football. It'll be me and my brother and my friend Ahmed. He has a little brother. He has 2 little brothers, and there's a kid named Aiden that lived in our neighborhood. But we would always be outside playing football, and my parents are always wondering where we're at when it's late at night. But we'd just be either in the back playing basketball or outside playing football.
Okay. What's one of the memories you have playing football with your friends in the neighborhood?
I would say I remember one time one of my friends tried because we didn't ever play two-hand touch. We always tackled each other.
Mm.
One of my friends tried to tackle me, and then I hurdled over him, and then I went and scored. I ran past everybody, but that's a memory I remember.
What's how competitive you and your brother?
I feel like we're competitive, even sometimes who can get in the bathroom the fastest. Sometimes competitive with everything. Um, there's a lot of times we don't get in arguments as much, but we definitely used to get in a lot of arguments, just even over little stuff.
Okay, so who? Let's quick question. Who got in trouble the most? You or your brother? growing up?
I would definitely say him.
Yeah.
He was a troublemaker.
Who get their phone taken away the most growing up?
Him.
Who the ladies' man?
Oh, that's definitely him. He prioritizes the females.
If you gonna see this now, who's better at Madden?
Oh, me. He trash. He can't beat me in any video game.
Who he play with?
He'll play with either. He used to play with the Bears a lot when they had Alshon Jeffrey, but now he'll play with the Ravens a lot or the Chiefs. He always just likes to pick the best team.
Well, you said the Bears though.
Yeah,
I forgot when the Bears been good.
they not he just like Alshon Jeffrey. That's the only reason why he uses them.
Cause I about to say when last time the Bears was good. I know. I'm saying, hold on, Bears good. I said, not when you said the Bears, I said, nah, I see why you beat him. I said, I don't remember no, but I'm be honest, I forget. I think as long as I know, man, I don't know anybody ever played against the Bears. I don't know. None of my friends ever, even when we were young, we had all that. Nobody never played with the Bears. I forgot there was a team on the
He used to just spam the slants, and he just run slants every single play, and it would work. But it was to the point where I would have him like crying, and he would cry and run upstairs and talk to my dad or whatever, or just turn off the whole game because he was.
No, he want to go turn the game out when he loses.
Yes.
Oh, my little cousin, you be like that when we play. He'll get mad. He'll go turn out the game. Boy, how you beat him up, boy? How you to beat him up? How you to punch? He go tell my auntie, why you hitting him? I'm like, he needs to turn the game out. I'm like, just because you lose, take the L and go. Yeah, she's like, well, don't play him at the game no more. So I stopped playing with him at video game. He was sensitive. He didn't like to lose. I don't like to lose, but I ain't gonna turn the game off.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I play 2K.
Oh yeah, I played 2K. He's not really a 2K type of guy, but when I play him, same result.
Same result. Okay, so he can't get you in there. Who got the best grades? Or is it equal?
I would probably say he does because he has easier classes since he's a freshman, but he probably has better grades.
What's your favorite subject in school?
It used to be math, but I think it's kind of more social studies. Because it's talking about history and like stuff that we can go back and past.
What's your grades like in school? 'Cause I know you're a pretty smart guy.
I have an 89. I have 2 B's and then 3 A's or 2 A's. I'm trying to get one of them. I'm trying to get all 4 A's before the semester ends.
I'll tell you funny about me. I always tell everybody I didn't like school. I didn't like high school. I didn't like middle school. My grades weren't the best in high school. Like I'm be honest, I'm be honest. I was a C student for most of those people. I had a couple of D's. I wasn't good, but when I got to college, totally different. I graduated cum laude. Got a degree, a master's degree too. I got a bachelor's and a master's degree. Because I think what it was when I went to college, I got to set my schedule and choose my destiny and choose my future. So I felt comfortable. In high school, it felt like you got to follow these rules. You got to do this. You got to do that. And then when I went to college, of course, you do what you want. You can focus on what you want to focus. I ain't got to worry about taking this course and taking that course. I know what my degree was. And that's a lot of my family said that, boy, when you got to college, you try. I said it was different. And they said you graduated with honors. And that was probably one of the, because I got a degree in media production. As you see, I do this. And in my class that graduated, I was one or two males out of all, it was like 200 graduated. Only 2 men graduated with honors. It was me and this other guy. The rest of it was females and stuff like that. Because I was passionate about it and stuff like that. So I just say that because I know I have people out there schooling and I know people love school. I see y'all get good grades. And I keep pushing and say, keep focused on your grades and stuff like that. I just try to tell people, don't be like me. I try to tell my son, because my son graduated with great. He, I think, like a 3.7, but he loved school. I wasn't a big fan of school.
I wouldn't say I would love school because it's a struggle for me to get out of bed early in the morning to go to. But yeah, that's not something I'm really passionate about, school.
I got you. So, let's jump back onto football. So, what kind of training have you done over the years to perfect the craft you love the most?
So I would what helped me a lot was 7-on-7. Coach Earl Williams, GSP. I would say my freshman year when I started 7-on-7 with him, that really like motivated me and gave me a lot of confidence because I realized like the DBs I'm going up against 3, 4, and 5 stars that I can compete with them. And I was like 14 years old playing against 18-year-olds. So I was like, okay, I can start next year on varsity my sophomore year. That really gave me a lot of confidence. And I also train at his facility, but I would say before that, like middle school, I was really training in my backyard with my brother or like my driveway or with my friends, just doing ladder drills or footwork drills by myself.
Okay. What are some of your favorite training drills that you did that you have done?
Um, I would say probably routes on air because it gives me the ability to run routes full speed and like kind of scope out how to like run the routes without anybody guarding me. Or it would be like doing press drills against the DB so I could practice my releases or um yeah, practice my releases against somebody in front of me so I could get ready for the games.
What is one drill you do but you don't like?
I would probably say probably ladders because my legs be burning. Coach Earl knows my legs be burning every time I do those ladder drills. I'll be gassed.
He make you do it more too than he know. When you burn, he be wanting you do more
Yeah,
than.
he'll be like, "You gotta keep go." He'll be like, "You gotta keep going, boy."
See, if you liked it, he won't make you do it more. But he said, "Oh yeah, you don't like this. Okay, keep on going, keep on going." What are some of your drills? Do you and your dad ever work on some drills at home together? Do he ever help you out? Or
Well, it's really I would just be throwing the ball in the backyard. It wasn't really a lot of drills that I would do with him.
okay, so y'all play y'all you and your dad play catch in the backyard?
Yes, sir. Or I'll beat him in basketball.
Oh, you've been in basketball, so let's talk about that real quick. So y'all play 21.
Now we would go to like 12.
Go to 12. Yeah.
I actually have a video when I played him a couple years ago. I was in 8th grade, and he was sitting here airballing every shot. I let him come back. I was winning like 11-0, and then I just let him come back to make him think he was good, and then I just ended the game right there.
So have you ever scarred them before, like 12-0?
Um, I can't recall doing that, but I probably have because there's too many times I beat him, so I can't remember.
Do he get mad?
Nah, he'd just be like, "You're not even that good." That's what it just say.
Oh, that means that he's not good. Okay, that's excuse that dads use when they say he's not that good. Um, what else things you do with your dad?
Um, I would say when he takes me on visits or whenever we're just driving in the car, it's a great bonding experience just talking to him about different things in life, whether it be like girls or just life in general. He'll just give me advice or what he's been through because he's also been my age and he's been through a lot of those things.
So you able to have that conversation about females with your dad?
Yes, sir.
That's great because a lot of how many I've been around youth for a lot of time, and I tell a lot of people I coached for 13 years basketball. As you see, that's my background. And I have players call me about girls and stuff going on. They won't talk to their parents because they say, I can't talk to my parents about this. And like one of my players, and he may see it, and I know he gonna get mad, but he like a son to me because I coached him since he was ninth grade, and he's in college now. He's playing college ball, and he always called me like about females advice and stuff like that because he like his dad go off. His dad don't want to talk about that, so he said I got to call you. And I'm like, that's funny. I used to get calls at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning from a player like, Coach, this girl to get on my like, man, do you not know I'm asleep right now?
Yeah.
But that she tripping, Coach. I think she was another dude. I'm like, hey, well, dude, y'all 16 years old. You calling me? I had a player call me at 2 o'clock in the morning complaining about a girl before because he thinks she was another dude. And what should I do? I was like, if she was another dude, break up with her. But I'm about to go to sleep. Can we talk about this in the morning? You woke me up. And when I say he called me, he spammed my phone. Like my phone was like he would call me 3 times more complaining about her. But that's the type of relationship I had with my player. Like we bonded like that. Like they knew me, they could come to me about anything because I'm an open door. I want to be there for them because some of them I grew up with, they didn't have that close knit bond with their dad or their family, so like you have with your dad. So that's a good thing. I'm glad you were able to have that conversation with
I
him.
feel like I kinda just now started being able to talk to my parents about girls because before I wouldn't really tell them
Hmm.
a lot of stuff, but my mom, I know she gonna see this, but she kinda nosy, so she'll be in my business a lot, and she'll be asking me, but I just kind of now started, maybe past 2 or 3 years, started telling them stuff about, like, girl problems or whatever.
Okay, okay. My son, I think my son was more comfortable with me because I coached him all my life, so he's seen how I was like talking to me about this. He just literally, I'm gonna say, he's 18 going, he turned 19 this year. You probably seen him. He was walking out the door when y'all was coming in. Uh, he just now, like I say, last year when he turned 17, he just started talking to his mom. He said, "Moms don't understand." He said, "I don't want to tell no mom because when I started telling her something, I was going to cut me out like this." He said, "I could talk to you about it and stuff like that." So he just now he been like we had this conversation probably when he was 10, 11, but his just now. So I said, "You got to tell your mom this because I can't always tell your mom." Then she'll say, "Why you don't tell me?" So no, it's good that you have that open door, but moms are yeah, I agree. Moms don't know because his mom was nosy. Because he even said my mom real nosy and stuff, trying to figure out this and stuff like that. So, well, just tell her. Before beat her to it. Don't let her find out without you telling her. Because a couple times she found out stuff. I told her and she said, "Why he didn't tell me?" So I get what you're saying on that. But and dads are always easier to talk to about ladies because
Been through it.
yeah, we've been through it and we gonna tell you the right advice and stuff on that. So let's talk about some people who influenced you in the game of football. Who some of your people that influenced you growing up that you watched?
I would say growing up when I started off playing quarterback, Cam Newton was a big influence. I used to watch, I forgot the show name, but he had a TV show I used to watch with my parents and my little brother. But yeah, Cam Newton was a big influence. I used to get his cleats. I asked my aunt one time for a jersey, but I don't think it was sold out. So she had to get me like a shirt that had his face on it and the number and the, Newton on the back. But he was definitely a big influence. And like I said earlier, Odell was a big influence that caused me to change to receiver.
Okay, you never changed hair color.
Oh, I actually did. I did change my hair color. I was in 7th grade and I dyed my hair blondish.
Okay, how did your parents how did they feel about that?
My mom was up for it, but my dad was against it. He didn't really like
And see,
it.
that's always the opposite. It's the mom's cool with it and the dad's not, and stuff like that. I was like, 'cause your dad seemed like the type. I don't know, he'd be cool with that. Your dad seemed like, nah, and he probably every time he seen you, he probably like. And just walk by. He be like, he about to say to my baby, we let him do that and stuff like that. But you know what's funny? You say that is I was the opposite with my son, cause my son dyed his hair. His mom was against. I was like, the thing, this what the teenager doing. I said, I want to hold it back. Like he done had blonde, red. He had different. He ain't jump out there. But his mom was totally against it. Like he dyed his hair fully, and she was totally against it. But I like, I was cool with it and stuff like that. Kind of like I been around. I see the generation. I see what y'all do and stuff like that. As long as you don't get to the, as long as he don't get to the point that he, and no disrespect, start wearing dresses and carrying purses. I'm good with that because I see your generation. I know we had Prince going. I know we had Prince and stuff, but it was cool for Prince. It was cool for Prince and them to do that. But y'all take it to a whole nother level. I ain't never seen Prince walking around with a purse and stuff like that. But so how long did you keep the color?
It was 7th till 9th grade year, and then 9th grade year, I just cut it all off. I was like, I don't like it no more. I need to grow out of that face, so I cut it off.
And your dad said, "Praise your dad said, woo, thank you. I've been waiting for this for 2 years. Finally, and stuff like that." He said, "Okay, now I can start calling you son." You know what you're missing now. Okay, so what else? What is it that you liked about Odell? Tell me. I know you said that's your favorite. What is it
It
that you
was
like about him?
just like the swag he had. He was on the field, and then that one catch he made with 3 fingers. I was seeing everybody try and recreate that catch, and I wanted to play like him, even though I didn't have exactly the speed, but I had the hands like him.
Okay.
So that's what really inspired me.
So let's talk about your future. What your future holds. What are you looking forward to in your future?
I want to play college football, be able to start my freshman year or have decent amount of playing time.
Okay. What some of the offers have you received over the last two seasons in football? What some of the colleges have reached out to you?
My very first offer was Arkansas State, and following that, it was Alabama State, um, Shorter, Towson, and I picked up Lenore Ryan. I picked up a couple of D2 offers as well, but I picked up PWOs from Liberty, Georgia State, Mercer, and Kennesaw State the past few months. And I decided to commit to Liberty back in March, but I decided to decommit because I picked up a couple more opportunities in Georgia that I'm still weighing my options out to finally decide.
Okay, let's jump back real quick. You said so you who did you commit to first?
Liberty.
Okay, and what originally made you commit to them?
When I went up there, it was just a great experience. I love the facilities. The coaching staff was welcoming, and I could picture myself there. But it was something like when I got the offer to PWO's in state, I was like, "Do I really want to go that far off from home right now?" That's what made me question.
Okay, okay. Um, so since you decommitted from them, you say you picked up other offers, and who were the other offers from?
Mercer and Kennesaw State. I actually picked up Georgia State the week like like a day or two after I decommitted. I mean, I committed to Liberty.
Hmm.
So,
So what those schools what have your interest been with those schools that offered you? See?
um, I developed a good relationship with Coach Craig, the wide receiver coach at Georgia State. Actually sat down with us to have a conversation. And instead of some coaches they'll just like look at me just as a receiver, he actually sat down with my family and I to discover the like real me and get to know me. It was like an hour or two we were talking, and he was telling us stories about his life and asking me what I really wanted to do, even after football. If I go to the NFL, that's my dream. And I was telling him that I wanted to be a coach or like sports analyst in that field.
Okay, and I don't want you to mention the school at all. Have you and your parents, your family went on a visit to school and y'all didn't feel welcome? It's like, you got bad vibes. Have you ran into any of those?
Definitely,
Don't
yeah,
mention the school.
yeah. I'm not gonna
No, I
say,
don't want you to mention school at
yeah.
all. I just want to have you ran. And how? What was that? How did you feel about that? How did that feeling make you feel?
It kind of was like, um, I would say like traveling all that way, and they don't really like pay attention, or like it'd be like they would be kind of fake over the like over the phone,
Hmm.
and then they would like show you energy over the phone, and then when you get up there, then it's just like the same energy is not being shown.
Right, right. And what? It was a pretty long drive.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so y'all felt like y'all wasted y'all time going now. Okay, got you. What what some of the ones and you could probably name this have rolled out the red carpet. You got that. You feel like, oh my, y'all got like, okay, even though you're not committed to them, but you felt like, okay, this would be an option.
Yeah, and it feels like very welcoming,
What
and
some of the schools? Let me some of the school that that you felt like, okay, they really care about their players.
I would say Georgia State definitely. Um, Kennesaw State, I got to talk to the coaches. I wasn't able to really talk to them as long, but I have to go back on another visit to go up there, and then I have to meet with Mercer. But I would definitely say Georgia State was one that made like they prioritized me and made it known that I was welcome there. I will also say I don't have offers to these schools, but Probably NC State. They're very welcoming,
Hmm.
and also same thing with LSU.
Okay, okay. And I know your dad was kind of hoping LSU, right? I
Yes,
know
sir.
you hope LSU. Okay, okay, cool, man. So before I did want to touch on it. What are some? And I meant to jump on this a little bit earlier. I kind of jumped to the future before I got this, and it's all football topic. What are some of your interests? Like, what type of music you like to listen to? What are some of your favorite artists?
I would say Lil Tony is definitely a rapper that I like.
That's why y'all be saying names of rappers I don't know.
Um,
My player be saying names like, who is that? Say if it's not played on the radio, I don't see them on social media. I don't know that it's all coach is a local artist. But go ahead.
Bryson Tiller and Drake. That's
Oh, you like Drake?
that's
Okay, yeah. I'm glad you brought up Drake real quick. So, what do you think about this beef situation going on? The rap beef.
I mean, I haven't been really invested into it. I just see people making videos online joking about it, but I just listen to music. I'm not really invested in all that.
Okay, because it's like Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Rick Ross, Drake,
In future,
and Future, and now I see you got Chris Brown versus Quavo. It's just common. I'm gonna be like this. I don't mind the rap beat, long as you keep it on the record. Don't take it to the street. See, that's the issue. A lot of people want to take it to the street. Keep it on wax. Because that's what we did back in our day. If you seen the beat when you had Biggie and Tupac, it was on the record. You never seen them go to blows. But this one you see crazy stuff going on. So you don't really pay attention to the beef. So what is it that you like about Drake?
sometimes some of the songs could be really relatable. Same thing with Bryson Tiller. The songs could be like relatable to a situation that I would be going through.
Okay. Who's your favorite outside of Drake? Who else? What other rappers you like? You like Lil Baby and all them?
Yeah, I listen to Lil Baby a lot. I listen to Future, NBA YoungBoy.
Give me your top three of all time.
Uh, I would say I'm trying to think who I listen to the most right now.
You can go off lyrically. Your on your take, who you think is the greatest, like the three greatest rappers of all time.
I wouldn't say any really old school because I don't really listen to a lot of old
You don't have to
schools.
go old school. You
So
go
I would
listen.
say probably Future, Lil Baby, and then NBA YoungBoy.
Okay. If all three having a concert at one time, same time, you're going to go to one. Who you going to?
Future,
If you're going on a date with a girl, which concert are you going to?
Lil Baby.
Okay, okay. I thought you would say Drake. For some reason, I thought you would say Drake on that.
Oh, you're talking about with Drake involved too?
Yeah, yeah.
I would probably say Drake or Bryson Tiller.
Okay. Because the ladies go like that. Because okay, cool. Um, do you watch any TV programs? Watch anything?
Nah, I've been just watching YouTube recently. Or
What's your
if
favorite?
I would probably say my favorite YouTuber is probably either Casanat or Duke Dennis or Fly React.
Okay. Are you a Netflix guy? You don't look at stuff on Netflix? Okay. Um, and I don't think we asked this when you playing Madden. Who's your go-to team
I would probably say I'd probably say the Eagles or the Ravens.
when you playing 2K? Who's your go-to team?
I like the Warriors. Even though they're not the best, I got Steph Curry. That's my favorite player.
Okay, so you want to people just take how many shots Steph Curry take out the game? Okay, let's put it like this: if you're playing the game and your team takes, let's say, 60 shots the whole game, how many Steph taking out those 60?
Like 45.
So you just spam with Steph. Okay, okay. Um,
They can roll and then shoot.
what is something? And I think I said, what is a guilty pleasure? Something that you do that you know you shouldn't do, or it could be something a food that you're supposed to eat, show you something you don't supposed to do, but it's something you do. What would you name that? What would it be?
I'd probably say I got a sweet tooth. I always eat candy or eat snacks. It's like I can't go throughout the day without eating like 2, 3 snacks.
Okay. What's your favorite snack?
I'll probably say Lifesaver gummies or the
Okay.
Jolly Rancher one.
Okay. Okay. Cool, man. So let's talk a little bit about the people that helped you get to where you are now. And we're gonna start off with some of the coaches. Who are some of the coaches that you could think of that really helped you get to that next level?
Um, Well, starting off young, it was my first coach, Coach Tisdale. He and then also Coach Ray. They were coaches that really believed in me and pushed me, even though I was so young. And same thing with Coach Corey, because I started telling him that I didn't really want to play quarterback, but they didn't have anybody else, so he kind of encouraged me to keep playing that position and keep working until they were able to find somebody else to play that position. And transitioning into high school, Coach Stancil, Coach Sessions, and I would say Coach Anderson. I've had 2 coaches named Coach Anderson, but there was an older one and a younger one. But and Coach Roddy White, he's helped me a lot. He's somebody that I could talk to about really anything, females or 'cause he's almost like an uncle to me. So, and then Coach Helmrich is definitely and Coach Clay.
I did realize, I did notice that at a couple years, Roddy White was over at one of the coaches over at Peachtree Ridge and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, hey, you played for the Falcons. I ain't never been a Falcon fan, but okay, cool, cool. Do he give y'all experience? Give y'all tell y'all stories about the NFL?
He does, but he doesn't really ever go into the NFL story. He goes back to his high school days or college days, or sometimes he'll get personal and like talk about his female experiences or life experiences that he's gone through.
Oh, well, I know Roddy White got a lot of. I know Roddy White was a man. He got a lot of females. I mean, you're an athlete. You Roddy White. You one of the best players from play for the Falcons of all time. Which I mean, I didn't watch him much because I'm an anti Falcon fan. I mean, my brother's a diehard. My brother is a diehard. So anytime they have a losing season, of course, I just thought about he owed me $50 because he did they did. But we betted this season who team was going to have a better record. I'm a Dolphin fan. He Falcon fan. I don't remember he gave me my fifth. I gotta check on him about that. I gotta look at my account and see if he ever transferred that over. But that made me think about my money. I know you brought up. I'm so glad we brought this in because I don't think he paid me my 50. But yeah, he died hurt, so we always go at it. We definitely go at it. Even though he talk about my Dolphins, he's when the last time y'all won Super Bowl? I'm like, dude, have y'all ever won a Super Bowl? The last time Jamal Anderson was in there, I was still in high school. The last time y'all went to the said, well, y'all have. I said, but we got a better chance now than y'all do. So let's talk about who are some of your mentors. Somebody that I know you had coaches, but somebody that you definitely could go to, your go-to guy that you could talk to about anything that gives you the best advice, even when you don't want to hear it. It could be a parent, it could be your coach, or who would that be?
Um, I would definitely say Coach White was one of those mentors that I could go to because he would keep it straightforward, not care about feelings at all. He would just keep it straightforward and tell me what the real is.
Okay,
Or also a coach named Coach Stover as well.
okay. So let's talk about your parents because I know they are a huge part into the man you have become today. What is something that you could give me a thought, something you could tell me that your parents have did for you or helped you with that got you to where you at now?
I would say all the time that they sacrifice and money, I would like to thank them for because going to all these camps, getting exposure and putting me in front of these coaches, my dad reaching out to coaches himself has helped me to become who I am today. Also, when I was younger, keeping me in church and making sure I have that good attitude and character to carry myself when I go in public, when I release to be by myself when I'm older.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a couple quick questions, and you probably get your parents upset on this. Who's the better cook, your mom or your dad?
I'd probably say my mom does mostly cooking, so I would say my mom.
Okay. What's your favorite dish your mom cook?
Um, I would say when she makes lamb chops, I love lamb chops. She makes those.
What is something that your dad could cook?
Um,
Oh, he's a grill guy. Is he a grill guy?
he doesn't really go on the grill most of the time. He'll just put stuff in the microwave or the oven.
And then you
Just throw it in the oven if it's frozen.
Oh, so okay, so your dad. So your dad. I ain't doing the cooking and stuff like that. So you don't get you. Okay, okay, I got you on that. What's that something that your mom made that you I don't like to eat like you like I'm being like prime out. My family you love liver. They love I can't stand liver. You when they made liver, I was the only one. My brother, my dad, everybody loved liver and rice and gravy. That I'm not gonna touch it. What is something that your parents your mom make, your dad make or something you make you like, I don't want this, but
They love it, but I do not like spaghetti at all.
you don't like sweet. That's my favorite. Oh, you don't
I
like
don't I
spaghetti?
don't like spaghetti at all.
You don't like spaghetti. I love spaghetti. That's my favorite. That's actually number two. Lasagna is number one. Spaghetti is number two.
Yeah, I don't like lasagna or spaghetti.
Oh man.
I'm very picky when I'm eating.
Yeah, I agree with your dad. You ain't good at basketball. You just like, you ain't good. I'm telling you, your dad right. Your dad's right. You're a picky eater. You wanna I promise you, you wanna who go on a date with a girl, you probably order chicken nuggets, don't you?
Chicken tenders.
I had a player told me when they went on a date, their favorite place to go to was Longhorn. I thought, for real, okay, what you get? I'll get the chicken tenders. You go to Longhorns? Who goes to Longhorns and order chicken tenders?
I get chicken tenders with buffalo sauce and ranch. Every time. It don't matter where we're going. I get the same thing.
Still to this day, so it ain't changed. So y'all go to Longhorns for dinner. You getting chicken tenders?
We could go Longhorns, cheesecake. We could go to some fancy restaurant in Atlanta. I'm getting the same thing.
He's cheap. Yeah, at least he's cheap. At least you ain't got to spend a lot of money on him. Because my parents I'm getting me a steak. I've been a steak guy. That's actually one of my favorites. I'm gonna say my top five is spaghetti, lasagna. I'm a steak guy. It has to be a filet, or it has to be a ribeye or a New York strip. It cannot be a sirloin. I may well eat a hamburger. And I like seafood, and I'm a wings, buffalo wings. I get.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you eat
I
wings?
love buffalo wings.
Okay, yeah.
I'll switch it up and get buffalo wings sometimes.
Okay, okay. At least because I'm a huge like when I coach, my team would know. Oh, we know Coach D eating wings this weekend. Cause I eat wings on Friday when we all Saturday and Sunday. That's how I'm gonna go get wings. And we gotta be good wings. Okay, man. Wrapping this up, I have a question. I always ask people this. Social media is this huge, huge platform. Do you ever feel like there's a lot of overhype on some of these videos you see on Instagram, like people have highlight reels that's not living up to what they do on the field or in the court?
I'll say some people that no, I'll say some people that get all these offers or have all this fame or whatever, and I'm like, I could do something better than them. I'm like, I don't really understand how they'll get that popularity, other than some other people I know that could be better than them or work harder than them. So, I mean, sometimes social media is deceiving,
It's very,
but
very deceiving. Believe me, I know that's coaching. When I used to get DMs of players, somebody kind of try for your team, and they'll send me a highlight reel, and it'd be like 45, 50 seconds, but it'd be clips of different games. It don't be one game. I'm like, if you send me a highlight reel and it's the same, it's the same game, I'm good. But if it's like 6 games into a 50-second clip, I'm not interested because that means that you chose like when you had one shot here, and you chose another game. And I like that's why I don't trust social media. When I used to coach and people to DM, I said I got to come see you play. I don't want to see your mitts because your mitts, I've been bamboozled a lot on that. Well, man, I appreciate you taking a moment to sit down with me to come and tell me your story and learn a little bit more about you for myself and the viewers. Is there any thank yous you want to give? A shout out, thank you want to give real quick?
I just want to say thank you to all my family, friends, and then God first as first and foremost. But um, friends, coaches, anybody that's came into my life that's made an impact to help me shape me into who I am today. All I gotta say.
Okay, man. You want to tell everybody how they can follow you on all social media?
My Instagram is luhh.miles, and then my TikTok is that.boy.miles.
Well, TikTok better be banned. How you feel about that? How you
I,
feel about that?
I feel like they're gonna make another app that's gonna be like TikTok. They'll just transfer everything to because I know the US wants to be able to control it, but they'll
I
probably
know.
just make another app. Because a lot of people make money off of it. And when I turn 18, then I can start making money off of it.
Okay, cool, man. Well, I do appreciate you being a guest on my platform. This is your boy DT. Make sure you follow me on all social media, my YouTube, my Twitch, Facebook, all the same DT Unfiltered Uncensored. Also on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram is DTUNCEN. No, I keep forgetting my Twitter. It's you look at the link on my Instagram account. You find out my platforms. If you want to be a guest on my platform, I gotta come see you play. I get a lot of people DM me asking me, "Hey, when I'm gonna get to come on there?" You gotta be special. You gotta show me something for me to put you on this platform. So I do appreciate everybody who reach out to me. I'm gonna be looking this season because I'm gonna keep this series going on. And man, I really appreciate you taking the moment to sit down with Myles. I look forward to continue to follow you and see what you do in the future, man. So I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you bringing me on the show.
It's DT. You have just now listened to the most talked about podcast in the country. DT Unfiltered, Uncensored. Thank you for tuning in and see you next time. Damn. DT.